They got some big-time mob bosses right here in South Florida.
And a Treasure Coast track coach finds himself on the wrong track, accused of trying to get sex from students.
10 minutes of non-stop news starts right now. This is PBF News Now. Tonight, federal agents drive a stake through the heart of the Detroit mob and round up several accused members in South Florida, including the alleged top dog, busted right out of his Boca Raton home.
Agents say tonight the mob bust ends 30 years of murder plots and racketeering. PBF News' Chuck Johnson has more from our newsroom. Chuck?
Feds swept through Boca Raton, Pompano Beach, and Deerfield Beach today, taking down the alleged leaders of the Detroit mob and capturing a man agents call one of the most powerful mafia dons on the streets of America.
I think they continue to be a threat that requires our constant vigilance, and we are dedicated and committed to that effort.
Now, one more interesting thing to note, of the 17 indictments handed up this morning, with 25 charges listed, no mention was made of the disappearance of former Teamsters Union President Jimmy Hoffa, long thought to have been murdered by organized crime figures. The FBI says only that the case remains an ongoing investigation.
All right, Chuck, thank you. We'll have more on this story tonight on PBF News at 11. Another Treasure Coast teacher defends himself against charges he made inappropriate sexual advances to students.
It's a disturbing story out of Port St. Lucie, where two high school students accused the girls' track coach of stalking, flirting, and touching them in a suggestive manner. PBF News' Dave Nethers has details from our newsroom. Dave.
Jim, these are the warrant affidavits for this case, and they outline some pretty shocking allegations. Allegations that relate to two separate incidences, one last November and one just last month.
And of course, you can check on some people in your child's life yourself. But how can you protect children from everyone they might meet? Tonight, National Child Protection experts are in town to teach police officers how to catch child abductors. As PBF News' Terri Parker reports, they also have some important tips to keep your child safe from predators.
Even while these cops from all over Florida are learning the latest ways to track down child abductors, they all know that the worst danger to children lurks right in the neighborhood.
In a free society, if a child molester really wants a child, he's going to find one.
Now, it's not just that stranger hanging around a playground with a smooth line who might be a danger to your children. They need to know who to watch out for and how. 99% of child molesters are someone your child knows. Your job is to notice when someone shows your child a great deal of attention and find out why. Get to know your child's friends and their families. Here are the most important things you can teach your children. 1. Always check with parents before going anywhere. Always use the buddy system when playing. Say no if someone touches you in an uncomfortable or bad way. Then go tell. And finally, listen to your feelings and talk with trusted grown-ups about concerns. And the experts say, start these lessons as early as age 2. Terri Parker, PBF News.
Police say it wasn't hard finding a man they describe as possibly the most determined burglar they've ever seen. Take a look at this surveillance video from a West Palm Beach convenience store.
West Palm Beach's boys and girls in blue tonight are offered big bucks to help them find homes within the city limits. PBF News' Mike Leslie tells us about a new loan program with the goal of cutting crime.
The new loan program offered by First Union Bank sets aside $1 million for West Palm Beach police officers looking to become homeowners.
The bank will finance 100% of the purchase price of a home purchased in a low to moderate census tract within the city of West Palm Beach. Plus, we will also finance the closing costs in excess of $500.
The homes can be bought in neighborhoods like this tree-lined street in historical Northwood or more blighted area. This officer is the first to take advantage of the program.
Being a police officer, the people want to come over and they want to meet you and find out who you are and where you're working inside the police department, and it gives them some reassurance that someone's there, someone cares about the community and is going to be there for them.
Police officers will be allowed to bring their patrol cars home. The idea is a simple one. Their presence in the neighborhood will help deter crime. Less crime will equal higher property values. Officers would be required to take part in neighborhood crime watch programs. They would have to come up with $500 cash and would be subject to the same loan qualification process as other applicants. In West Palm Beach, Mike Leslie, PBF News.
A Lake Worth toddler's alive tonight thanks to a quick-thinking cop who brought her back to life. The grandparents at this canal home were watching the 18-month-old when they went to answer the phone. A few minutes later, Stiles Bridges found his granddaughter, Rachel, floating in the pool's deep end. Neither he nor his wife knew what to do. An officer who first responded to their emergency call wasn't sure he did either.
Scared to death, you know. I didn't want to lose a child here first thing in the morning. After I started breathing, you know, felt relief. She was starting to breathe on her own, and at that time, that's when fire rescue showed up.
But Captain Thomas took an infant CPR course and was able to revive the cold and blue child before paramedics even arrived. Tonight, Rachel Thibodeau is in the intensive care unit in fair condition. Another Palm Beach County child did not survive an accident at home, this one a fire. Rescue crews flew one child to St. Mary's early this morning, the other one to Glades General when the fire swept through their home on Southwest 7th Street. One of the two died, the other's in critical condition tonight. Cops haven't released their names. Fire investigators believe the blaze started from candles being used to light the house after the family's electricity was cut off.
Imagine being savagely bitten by a possible AIDS carrier and then being denied the right to face that attacker in court. Now, that's exactly what happened to a West Palm Beach woman, and PBF News' Terri McSweeney is standing by live where it all started with the story of how this nightmare might soon be over. Terri.
Well, this story begins last August, and it begins right here, right in front of the home of 32-year-old Ellen Flowers. And as you're about to see, the last chapter may finally be written about a month from now, when the results of an AIDS test come in.
This person to jail.
Ellen Flowers, wife, mother of four, and a woman who 7 months ago was fed up with prostitutes and Johns doing business in front of her house. One night, while trying to copy down the license number of one of the Johns, a hooker attacks her.
Well, she came running back from the Dixie and corner of Wilder here and pulled my ponytail and threw me down and bit me on the side of the arm and on my arm here.
It's beginning to look like Flowers is going to prevail. The attorney who messed up her case is no longer working for the state attorney's office. The suspect is in custody and just today ordered to undergo that AIDS test. A month from now, Flowers will know if this nightmare is over.
All right, Terri. What a story.
She's a brave lady.
Yeah, she is.
Well, the sun's back, and it's a little warmer every day, just a couple degrees warmer.
It's glorious.
It keeps getting better and better, doesn't
it?
I know we're going to get to the point by the weekend where people are going to say, you know, Mike, it's so hot outside, right? It's 80 degrees and it's hot outside. No, in fact, right now it's just about perfect. Take a look at some of the temperatures around the area. 68 in Vero Beach, 68 in Okeechobee, 71 in Port St. Lucie. Boca had 75. Temps today were in the mid-70s, even some 80s, and that's going to continue tomorrow all the way through the weekend. We have no rain anywhere in sight. Should be a great weekend. Saturday and Sunday look fabulous. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, we might see some rain. Otherwise, looks good.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. There's much more news straight ahead. Florida lawmakers try to make our prisons smoke-free zones.
And a new Disney film shows kids it's not always a magical place at home as it teaches about domestic violence. Details coming right up.
You're cold and wet and ready for the change in barometric pressure, right? Well, good news. The Toyota Spring Rush is on. You can lease Corolla for a low spring price of just $169 a month.
Committed to being the very best. When I tell you we treat you like family, it's my personal commitment to you. Visit us soon.
You're watching PBF News on your local ABC station from Boca to West Palm to Vero.
I won the discus at the games of 1924. I'm a big fan, aiming to go back. I'm entering the Coca-Cola Ticket to Atlanta sweepstakes at Blockbuster Video. After I rent 5 videos and buy 2 bottles of Coca-Cola Classic, I get a free rental and a chance to go to the Olympic Games from Coca-Cola.
And the crowd goes wild. Woo!
Introducing the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Coupe with a 3.1-liter V6, sporty interior, dual airbags, and anti-lock brakes. There's a chance it might stretch your imagination. It's your money.
PBF News is brought to you by Cadillac.
State lawmakers want to keep smokes out of Florida prisons. Smoking by inmates is already banned in 55 of Florida's 67 county jails, but now there's a push to snuff out smoking in all state prisons. It's estimated anywhere from 2/3 to 3/4 of the 65,000 state criminals smoke in prison. Florida pays about $200 million a year on health care for these inmates, including illnesses caused by smoking. Supporters of a new prison smoke ban say the taxpayers would save millions and prison guards would be free of secondhand smoke. But critics say you're just asking for trouble by banning smoking. They say guards would be in more danger from hostile inmates who want to smoke but can't.
The people you put in office want you to become a responsible parent and especially encourage men to become responsible fathers. State Representative Lois Frankel says it's important for children to have a father figure in their lives, both financially and emotionally. And that's why Frankel is a prime sponsor of a new House bill designed to find ways and strategies to help men accept their roles of fatherhood. Bill supporters say research shows children in single-parent homes tend to score lower on standardized tests and receive lower grades in school. Frankel hopes this bill will help change that.
Of course, responsible parenting also means no domestic violence, and now Mickey Mouse steps in to teach children it's not okay.
The other he started hitting my mom. I thought it was my fault. I thought I should have stopped him. I didn't want to tell anybody because I thought I'd get in trouble.
The Walt Disney Company's out with a new film that focuses on the grim reality of domestic violence that some 10 million children witness each year. With the help of the American Bar Association, Disney launched the first of its kind video to assist in counseling children at risk. The film stars teen actor Ben Savage, who sends kids a clear message.
If your father hits your mother, it's not okay. If your father tells you he's going to hit your mom, it's not okay. These things are all examples of what's called domestic violence. It's not okay.
The movie also teaches kids domestic abuse isn't their fault, and violence is not the way to show anger.
Let's look at something a little bit more pleasant.
On for that.
Looks like the sun's the name of the game.
Here's Mike Lyons with a look at your PBF Doppler weather forecast.
It's not only pleasant, it's just fantastic. Our weather's been great most of this week, with the exception, of course, of Sunday and Monday. But today, another winter, more sunshine. Temperatures inching its way up to the mid-70s. That trend will continue. As we mentioned before, it looks like it's going to be a great weekend. Here we go. Temps today on this Thursday, 74 degrees our high temperature. I don't know about you, but just about a perfect day. The winds were light, the temperatures were mild, and the sun was shining. Few scattered clouds, but no rain anywhere in sight. Morning low, a little better than we've seen the last couple of days, 52 this morning. It was cooler, though, along the Treasure Coast. 46, for example, this morning in Vero, and 49 in Fort Pierce and Stewart. But the temperature was certainly made up for this afternoon. When you say mid-70s there, mid-70s along the cold coast as well. 80 degrees in Boca this afternoon, the warm spot. Belglade 77 and Okeechobee about 79 degrees. The rest of Florida, just as nice. Yeah, it looks good. 75 in Jacksonville, 75 in Tallahassee, 75 in Orlando, Tampa 72, Key West 73, and Miami 76 degrees. So our great weather continues. Trouble spots today, a couple in the midsection of the United States, some showers, even some thunderstorms, and some of the rain here in Kansas and parts of Missouri will come down quite heavy tonight as a storm system continues its movement toward the east, but it's a storm that will not bother us. It will stay well to our north and well to the eastern portion of the country. A little bit of snow continuing in the Rockies. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet around the country. Tomorrow, that one storm that's still in the Central Plains will still be in the Central Plains, producing some showers and some thunderstorms in the lower Mississippi Valley. Might see a little return of snow around the Great Lakes, more snow across the southwest, and some showers across the Pacific Northwest. Looks like the Northeast on Friday could see some clouds. Temperatures, though, not bad. Highs in the 40s in New York and Washington. Philadelphia will be in the 50s. 60s for most of the Southland. Nashville, Atlanta around 70 tomorrow. Most of Texas will continue to be mild, 70s and 80s. In fact, most of the country not doing too bad. Here we go. Forecast tonight. I think we're doing the best, though. Clear and mild with overnight lows dropping to about 58 degrees. Should be a beautiful night. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer. High temperature of 80 degrees. Great day on Friday. Winds from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And our boating forecast sees between 1 and 2 feet. Inland water smooth. Water temperature, not bad, 75 degrees. Almost warm enough for me to go in. Almost. And here's our forecast for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the low range of the 80s. When that temperature gets up to 80, then I'll put my big toe in.
That's my threshold. Yeah,
not
80
now.
degrees.
You guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of
I'll go in
that
now.
way.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Orlando area theme parks go for blood or guests. and gang up on Walt Disney World. Universal Studios Florida, SeaWorld, and the Wet n Wild Water Park are joining forces to try to grab some of the lucrative Disney visitor business. The new co-op plans to offer the same type of package deals that have made Disney a one-stop tourist destination. So starting in May, the group will offer its own 5-day package plan at less than half the cost of Disney's 5-day deal. Visitors can also buy complete packages that include airfare, hotel accommodations, and transportation. Meantime, Daytona Beach is getting into the theme park business. The city plans its own new park right in the area where Interstates 4 and 95 come together. Plans include a huge water park and a virtual reality attraction on 140 acres of land. Construction could begin next year with a completion date set for late 1998.
All right, stay right where you are for more of what's happening around you. NCAA tourney tips off on the hardwood. Details coming up next in sports.
And later, everything's coming up coral at SeaWorld. Details coming up. Don't go away.
With a 32-valve, 275-horsepower V8, full-range traction control, and road-sensing suspension. Think of the Seville SLS with the North Star system as a very well-guided missile. At $539 a month with just $2,100 down, only one performs like Seville SLS. The Cadillac dealers of Florida, the luxury leaders.
Right now, any Domino's pizza is $9.99. That's any pizza.
Transmission, air conditioning, power windows, and more. Or buy Camry and take advantage of a spring finance rate of just 3.9%. That's 3.9% now. Brand new Toyotas, special Camry deals to boot. Put a rush on it.
And they're off. The NCAA tournament has begun. Could Central Florida KO UMass? Of course not. What are you laughing at? Oh. We've got the East Regional from Providence. First half action, the Minutemen had a lead. Not a big one, though. Marcus Camby rebound slam. He finished with 14. It was 18 all. The Knights hung tough, though. Let's go inside Brad Tice. 31-27. That's not bad, but I'll tell you, UMass controlled the second half. Edgar Padilla on the steal and puts it in. Carmelo Traviesco also scored 21, and UMass won it easily, 92-70. In the Southeast region in Indianapolis, Coach K and Duke with a tough time with Eastern Michigan. Steal, Torrey Mills for the Eagles and puts in the easy two. Let's go back the other way. Ricky Price inside for the Duke Jam. Second half, all Eagles. Ryan Tolbert off the reverse had 20, and Eastern Michigan wins 75-60. Elsewhere around the tournament this afternoon, Syracuse beat Montana State, Kentucky over San Jose State, Virginia Tech down Wisconsin Green Bay, Connecticut over Colgate, and Stanford beat Bradley. Baseball today in Fort Lauderdale. Orioles taking on the Marlins. Cal Ripken with the big hit in the 6th inning takes Mark Valdez to left field for a base hit, gets 2 of the 3 runs in that the Orioles scored, made it 4-1. Top of the 8th inning. Goodbye, Lou Luca with a long ball over the wall and left, a 2-run shot. That made it close, but no cigar. Baltimore wins it today. Final score was 4-3. And I guess the controversy is over. Denver's Mahmoud Abdul Rauf will stand and pray while the national anthem is played before NBA games from now on.
And in Islam, it says if there's something you honor, it even speaks about honoring your contract and making decisions. But after making a decision, if you see that which is better, you do that. And I understand that there's something better.
And later on tonight, it's the Heat still out in Texas taking on San Antonio. We have highlights coming up late after 11 o'clock. That's basketball, and that's sports.
Sky
eyes.
Buick LeSabre, the #1 selling full-size automobile in America 4 years running. Right now, Buick is offering a special cash incentive to help you own a classic. It's your Florida Buick dealers Thank You America LeSabre sale. Once in a lifetime savings with our thanks.
I had no idea there was something going on behind my walls.
Turns out it was termites.
Oh, I had a termite service. They offered to retreat after I paid for the repairs. So I'm switching to Sears. They won't just treat my home. They'll give me a $250,000 repair guarantee to protect my home. For my money, there's no such thing as termite protection without a repair guarantee.
Get guaranteed termite protection from Sears.
Also ask about Sears' once-a-year pest control service.
I'm not really sure what I want to be when I grow up. But I do know that I want to be something and I want to be somebody. The one thing that can mess all that up is having sex before I'm married. With all that's going around, like AIDS and kids getting pregnant, I could end up off the track before I even get on it. And I've got to give myself every chance I can.
We're working hard every day, taking pride in what we do.
Winn-Dixie is committed to bringing you lower prices every day. Our buyers always negotiate the lowest possible price, like power buys. By buying in volume and stocking up, we can drive a low price even lower and pass the savings on to you. That's a power buy. You'll find thousands of them at Winn-Dixie. They're part of our ongoing promise to bring you lower prices every day.
It won every major award in London. It won 5 Tony Awards on Broadway. It is the best of American musical theater, said Pia Lindstrom. The musical is the Royal National Theater production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel. Joel Siegel said it grabs the brass ring. Forget every other carousel you may have seen, said the New York Times. This is Rodgers and Hammerstein at their most romantic. Don't miss Carousel.
Presented by the Palm Beach Broadway Series. Now through Sunday at Kravis Center. Tickets on sale now.
If you're like us, your family's on a budget.
Which is why we've tried to teach our kids how to spend their money wisely.
Buy a good product.
Take care of it, and it'll take care of you.
Which is why we went to our Tri-County Mitsubishi dealer.
We got a good car at a good price.
Right now, take your choice of a 96 Galant S or 96 Eclipse RS, both equipped, just $199 a month. Your choice, just $199 a month.
My dad says the only thing better than a good deal is...
It's 2 great deals.
So we should learn something from you, sis.
Visit Royal, Stewart, Art Moran, West Palm, or Delray Mitsubishi for the best family values around.
Ever hear of a coral reef forming on land? Well, it's happening right now at SeaWorld. Engineers are busy drilling and molding textured surfaces to limestone, trying to make it look like coral on the new Dolphin Cove, part of SeaWorld's newest exhibit called Key West. They're already painstakingly planting by hand a rainbow of 2,000 pieces of brightly colored coral. Once completed and filled with water, Dolphin Cove will be open home to more than 24 bottlenose dolphins. The new Key West exhibit opens Memorial Day weekend.
We're already hard at work on the late report. He's called the Love Chef, and the secrets he uses in cooking can help you cut out the fat. Join us tonight for some real food for thought. That's right here immediately following the ABC Thursday night movie, Straight Talk.
Thanks for watching. That's it for now.
ABC's World News Tonight is next. We'll see you back here at 11. Good night.